So if you're a busy working mom or homemaker with a business, a side hustle, or a passion project, then you're probably working on that at night after the kids have gone to bed. And you know how challenging it can be sometimes once you're finished working on whatever that is to just turn your brain off and be able to unwind to get a good night of sleep. But no worries, sis, I've got you covered, because in today's video, I'm gonna be sharing with you several different ways that you can really just relax and unwind and switch your brain out of work and hustle mode into just a very calm, relaxed state and be ready to have a peaceful, restful, good night of sleep without so many thoughts racing through your mind because you just didn't give yourself the time that you need to unwind. And the good thing is that these are all ways that you can unwind and relax really quickly. By the way, my name is Deanda from everydaydeanda.com, and here on my Everyday Deanda blog channel, we are a community of moms and homemakers who are interested in living life more simply, and I show you how to do that with systems, habits, and routines. So I am a working mom doing all the things, second grade teacher by day. At night, I work on my blog, everydaydeanda.com. I create content for YouTube. I have 2 YouTube channels and a host of other things that I just want to get done. So after I put my son to bed, that is my golden opportunity to work on my daily non-negotiables. And if you're a little unclear on what non-negotiables are, I have a blog post linked down below all about how you can use daily non-negotiables to help you meet your goals, which is kind of like what I'm doing right now. My son is asleep as I'm recording this YouTube video. So what I found was that I would climb into bed and I'd be physically exhausted or really tired from the day, from teaching all day, come home, cook dinner, shower, clean up, whole evening routine, and then start working on this kind of stuff, right? And so when I got in bed, even though I'm tired, my mind would just be racing. I would still have ideas going and I need to do this, I need to do that, just thinking about all kinds of things. And it was really hard for me to just be in sleep mode because I would hop straight from working on my computer, editing videos, writing blog posts, working on my content calendar, that kind of thing, straight to bed, no in between. So I realized that I needed a small, quick in-between activity to help me unwind once I finished working on my passion projects, but before I got into bed, or once I got into bed. So here are your ideas. I'm going to share a few with you in the video, and the others are in my blog post on relaxing ways to unwind before bed. So I will also link that article down below. So hand lettering is my first idea. And I really like the idea of hand lettering as a way to quickly relax and unwind, because while I'm still at my desk, after I finish all my work, I can just pull out a sheet of blank computer paper and start practicing. Now, maybe a year or so ago, I fell into a hand lettering rabbit hole on Instagram, and so that's how this whole hand lettering world opened up to me. Anyone can do it. You can start practicing. I had no idea what I was doing at first. I still am honestly not really that good, but I feel like it's just so relaxing. It kind of takes your mind off of everything else because you want to get that lettering perfectly, and you don't need much to do it, just a sheet of paper and some Crayola markers or some pens. So I got these pens today, and I like to use these type of pens to do my hand lettering when I'm taking notes at church. So these are my notes from church on Sunday, this past Sunday, Easter Sunday. You can see I like to use the different colors and certain words. I will do the fancy hand lettering, and I just think it's a really fun way. So after you're done with your work, you can maybe do a scripture or a cute little quote, or practice your name, whatever. There are tons of YouTube videos. Again, it's really inexpensive. It doesn't take a lot of time, and I think it's a good way to just take your mind off of what you've been working on and kind of transition and let your brain know, okay, we're done with work. Now it's time to relax. And since I have my tea here, I think that tea is another good way to just kind of relax and unwind. Get yourself a nice nighttime blend. I like to do chamomile tea at night. I'll sometimes also get there's a sleepy time blend, I think by Celestial Seasonings. You can get that at any grocery store, Walmart or whatever. And after you're done working, just make yourself a cup of hot tea, and that can be your transition activity to kind of let your body and your brain know that, okay, we're done working, it's time to relax, let's get in bed. And then once you're in bed, something else that you can do to just kind of relax and take your mind off of what you've been doing is reading. I prefer a good old-fashioned hardback book with a front and back cover if you're doing it as an activity specifically to relax and unwind. And that's because, like, if you are reading an ebook on your phone or something like that, I don't have a Kindle or a Nook or an actual electronic reader, but I do sometimes check out ebooks from my local library, and my only way of reading them is on my phone. So we all know that, like, blue light that is emitted from your phone is not good for you. It does not help you to relax or to just get your body into a restful state ready for sleep. It's very stimulating. So that's why I suggest a good old-fashioned hardback book. And you want to pay attention to the material that you're reading. You don't want to read anything that's going to be too stimulating, or like read anything for your business or like your passion project or whatever you're working on, because that can just get like the juices flowing and the ideas going, and then that's going to be counterproductive. I don't always read before bed, but over the last several months when I have read before bed, I'll share with you some of the titles that I've been reading. Atomic Habits is a book that I finished at the end of last year. Really good book, highly recommend it. I also recently finished reading the book Organized Enough by Amanda Sullivan. If you are looking to get your house in order, literally to get it in order, I highly recommend the book Organized Enough. I'm going to be making some videos soon about some of the things that I learned from that book. So definitely make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Click the bell for notifications, and you definitely don't want to miss out. And I also like to sometimes read my Bible before I go to bed. Now, I really like the ESV, which stands for English Standard Version. I got a new ESV Bible off Amazon recently, and it only cost $6. Like, you cannot beat that. So these books that I'm mentioning, I will link them all down below. But the moral of the story, the whole point of it is, friend, get yourself a good book or some good literature to read before you go to bed. Something, again, that's not going to be too stimulating, something that you're going to enjoy and will just help you to relax and unwind as you prepare for a restful night of sleep. Now, my favorite idea for unwinding, and the one that I do most regularly, is writing in a journal, but not just any journal, okay? Because these are all ideas that have to be like quick, and typically when I journal, I can go for pages and pages and pages, because I tend to only journal like at the highs in my life, and then when things are really bad, like I'll just write and write and write and write. And so whenever I do write, I feel like I have to like catch my journal up on everything that has happened in the last 6 months, 7 months, year. Like, I can go for long stretches without journaling. But with this new method that I started this year, it's a really great way to journal quickly. So you're going to use a planner journal, and you might be wondering, like, a planner journal, what is that? Let me show you. This is the planner journal that I use. I got it from Ross for only $4.99. And what you do is you go to each page and you journal only in the space for that day. And so that makes this really quick. It's a great way to just kind of brain dump, write about the highs in the day, your low points. I like to call it your peaks and your pits of the day. I got that actually from Kim Kardashian when I used to watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians many years ago. My little guilty pleasure kind of TV. But yeah, it just gives you a chance to kind of like write about your day, write about how things went, if there's anything on your mind, if there's anything that you need to brain dump. You can do that here, and it doesn't take long because the dates that are pre-filled in here are like preset boundaries. So once you get to the end of the day, you can't write anymore until the next day, or the next night, I should say. So this is a really great way to unwind. I have kind of incorporated this as a habit. I actually first started when I gave up social media this year on January the 11th. And so I just kind of write each day about how things went, and how like I was finding that I was having more time in the day, and I'm kind of used to not having social media anymore, so I don't write about that all the time anymore. But just like journaling, you can write about anything that you would like to write about. You can do a prayer journal and just kind of write out your prayers. You can turn it into a gratitude thing and just write out your gratitude for the day. So journaling is so open-ended. You can be creative. You can like journal whatever you want. And I just think this is such a good way to relax and unwind. It is my personal favorite, but you know what? That is not it. I actually have some more ideas again in my blog post, so don't forget to check that out. And I hope that you found this video helpful. If you did, by all means, girl, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And let me know if you're gonna try out any of these ideas to unwind and relax and get ready for bed. Any of these ideas can be a great way to improve your sleep hygiene, which is really just like the habits that you have surrounding your sleep that help you to get the best sleep possible. So again, thanks for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Comment down below, let me know if you're gonna try out any of these ideas, or let me know if you actually already do any of these things. I would love to hear from you, so I'll see you down below in the comments and in the next video. Bye.